Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. We're going to be getting ready here in about 2 more minutes. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. We're going to be getting started here in about 1 more minute. So go ahead and get your notepad, whatever it is that you need, because you're not going to want to miss out what we're going to share this with you. Welcome to the call, everyone. Welcome to the call. I want you all to press a 111 if you can see and hear me okay, so I can make sure that everyone doesn't miss out on this powerful information that we're going to share tonight. So I'm going to type a 111 in the chat. Perfect. So for those who don't know me, my name is Makisha. I've been trading here in the Forex market now for over 4 years. So tonight, what we're going to bring to you is something truly amazing. So I want to thank you first off for being here on a Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you're right here with us learning the skill set of Forex. So congrats to you. So before I get started, because you don't know about me, right? So to give you a little background about me before we start, one thing is that I'm a veteran, right? I'm a veteran. I'm the best auntie ever, right? So make sure you check around, ask around. There's facts on that. Also as well, I do archery, right? I do rowing, and also as well as I can swim. I'm just kidding. I can't swim, but I can float though. So that's like close enough, right? Because I can float. But most importantly, what brought me into this Forex was when I was diagnosed with cancer back in 2011. So that's me right there in the middle for those of you that can see. And what I realized is that I didn't have total control over my life, because at the time when I was supposed to be focused on my health, I was instead focused on like what I'm gonna do for finances, right? Because I have people to take care of. My family depends on me, right? So although I don't have any kids, I still have my loved ones that depend on me. And I didn't know what I was gonna do, because I tried a lot of stuff, but I'm a researcher naturally, right? So when I came across research and I was typing in different ways how to make money from home, a lot of stuff came up, right? But one thing that struck my attention was this skill set called trading, right? And I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind being a trader, because it seemed like not everybody's doing it, because I'm one of those people as well. Like if everybody's over here doing one thing, I got to be over here doing something else, because there's something going on over here, right? So that's when I came across this very powerful thing called the Forex market. So a lot of times we'll abbreviate, because we're in a fast-paced society. So some people might say FRX, or we say Forex, which is simply short for the foreign exchange market. So whoever bought you here tonight, I want you to also thank them, because we are here tonight because they thought enough of you and just think that you're someone special, where they know that this skill set right here will really change your life and your family life. That's what it's all about. It don't stop with you, right? It keeps going. Down the line while you're long gone, it's still going on, right? So it's so powerful. So what I want to do first is break down the difference between Forex and stocks, right? Because we hear about stocks all day long. It's on CNN, it's on some everything. You hear people like, hey, I'm a day trader, right? But did you never hear anybody talk about the Forex market? So I'm gonna give you a couple of facts because, like I said, I'm a researcher, right? So I know I got some researchers on the line as well. So one thing is that in the Forex market, it allows you to leverage a buy and a sell. What does that mean? That means that if I'm in a particular stock, you can trade stocks in the Forex market, if I'm a particular trade and it's going up, it's shooting up, I'm like, yes, it's doing good, right? It's doing great. But all of a sudden, it starts to shoot down. In the Forex market, we're still like, yes, we're doing great because we get to leverage whether it's going up or it's going down. That's the power of that. Versus with your stocks, we only get to leverage if it's going up. So if you got into a company and it was like $5 a share and it shot up to 25, 35, 45 and on up, you're doing good. But if it started to just trickle down, you start to lose money. And I want you to think about our keyword for tonight. I like to give keywords. Then it's leverage. The Forex market allows you to leverage a buy and a sell. So now what that does is open up your whole income to be limitless, right? It's crazy. Another thing is that with the Forex market, it is 24/7, including cryptocurrencies, right? So your stock side, remember, it's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time, right? So if you got off work after 5 and you was like, yo, I want to go ahead and, put in a trade real quick, you have to wait until the next day versus the Forex market, because we all about leverage here, right? The Forex market, you can trade 24/7. So if you was to get off work at 6:01, get off work at 3 o'clock in the morning, it doesn't matter. You can still trade and make money on the Forex market. That's what I love about it. Also, as well, what a lot of people don't realize is that when it comes to trading Forex, you're trading, with the stocks, you're trading companies, right? Company shares, you're buying company shares. With Forex, you're doing shares of think of it, a country's currency, right? Shares of Bitcoin, shares of cryptocurrency, shares of gold, shares of silver. It goes on and on. That's why I love Forex, because it allows you to leverage so many different opportunities, right? Also, as well, what I like is that it is recession proof. What does that mean? That means that no matter what's going on around the world, you know who's still profiting? The Forex market, right? We're still making money, still creating and growing that money. So it's so powerful. Also, as well, something very, very important on top of all the other stuff I named, right? Is that is a $6.7 trillion per day industry. That's per day. Now, I don't know if anybody on the line know how many zeros in a trillion. If you do, you can come off mute or you can drop it in the chat. Like, how many zeros are in a trillion? Does anybody know? Because that's something I wasn't taught at school. This is something I didn't learn until I started trading Forex. 12. Look at that. We got a money maker on the line. 12. Yes, that is correct. Now, I didn't learn that in school, right? I don't know if Ross learned that in school or not, but it's something we weren't taught when we were younger, when we go to school all these years, right? So it's so, so powerful that you're able to leverage this $1 trillion per day industry. And we're going to show you how to do that tonight. So how exactly do we leverage that? Well, one thing that we do is we have a free app called the MetaTrader 4. So instead of, you see in the movies where in Wall Street, they're on there, they're calling out numbers, they're throwing things up, they're like, hey, just buy, sell, right? We're doing all that from our phones, right? I'm holding it, you can pretend it's the phones, from our phones, right? So we're leveraging a $6.7 trillion per day market straight from our phones. And what it does is allow us to multiply our income in any financial market on a daily basis. Because remember, the Forex market is 24/7 if you're trading cryptocurrencies. Also, because a lot of people be like, I don't have time for it. I don't know. I'm busy. I'm working a lot of jobs. I just don't have time for that, Makisha. And I understand that. But what this app going to do for you, leverage, right, is it takes less than 15 seconds to input a trade onto this free app. So powerful. So we're definitely going to show you how to leverage that tonight as well. So with the Forex market, it moves a lot differently. Now, I'm not sure how your money actually moves, right? But I know that when we're trading the Forex market, it moves a little differently. So if you were to put $2, $5, $10 into your savings account, I'm not sure if it's going to move like this, but I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. Pay attention to the blue. See this? Where my mouse is? The blue. Pay attention to the blue. Check it out. Watch it move. Do you see those numbers moving? And watch when they pick up speed. Check that out. Check that out. Isn't that amazing? Now, I don't know if you've ever seen money move like that, but I know for a fact your money is not moving like that in your savings account or in the accounts that you have. And this is within seconds because you're literally making money in minutes and also seconds. It's amazing. So basically what we do here in the Forex market, we predict if the value of an asset will rise or fall. And then we leverage it because we can do it whether it's buying or selling. right? And it happens, like I said, within seconds, just like that. Powerful, right? So I want you to pay close attention to this, like screenshot it. Remember this for life. There's 5 tips when it comes to learning how to trade. This is what I picked up over my 4 years of trading. One thing is you got to have a credible source. When I first started, before I, really found this academy, I was learning from YouTube. And YouTube is not a credible source, right? It's not, because anybody can post anything on YouTube. My nephew, my cousin, anybody can post anything, but it's not a credible source. So the number one thing we learn this $6.7 trillion per day industry is from a credible source. Also, you need something that's going to be beginner friendly, right? Because a lot of people don't realize that it doesn't matter what your background is or where you came from. This Learn to Trade Forex is very beginner friendly. Another thing you're going to need is a proper mentor, because everyone can't mentor you, right? Like I said, YouTube can't mentor you, right? So you need a proper mentor. And also you need something that's duplicatable, because you don't want it to stop with you. You want to learn a skill set that's really going to pass down, right? Like this skill set here is something that I use for my nieces and nephews. My nephews actually trade in the Forex market. So I know that when I'm long gone, they still know how to grow money, right? It's powerful. Also, as well, you want to understand risk management, because I lost a lot of money trying to trade from YouTube, right? So I have a question. Do you like things the easy way or the hard way? Just type in the chat. Do you like things easy, or you just prefer like, hey, I like it hard, I like to learn on my own. I don't, care to learn from anybody else's mistakes. So type in the chat, easy or hard. Which way do you like it? So I can see what I'm working with on the line. I'm pretty sure a lot of people on the line would like things the easy way. Of course, sure, would like things the hard way, but we can work in between. So I can show you that as well, sure. We can do the hard way and the easy way. But for tonight, we're gonna show people the easy way, right? That's how I like things. So we're gonna go with my method, right? So I'm about to bring somebody to the line. This is someone who I like, love, and trust, someone who I truly adore. I like to call her the super mom, right? Because she does so many things and she cooks every day. Now, that's why I bring her to the line, because that proves a lot. If she cooks every day, that means she has patience and she doesn't mind helping others. Also, as well, you see, she travels, which means she's making plenty of money. So what I'm about to bring to the line next is someone that's going to show you this powerful, proven strategies. That's one of those tips I gave you before, right? Is a proven, duplicatable strategy. Also, as well, she's going to show you how simple learning to trade Forex can be, right? Because some people think that it's so hard, and it's not. Because when you have a proper mentor, the right community, the right strategy, it is so freaking simple. So I like to bring to the line Tracy. Are you there?
Hello, I am. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Makisha. I just want to throw it back to you as well. Makisha is just one of the most phenomenal women that I know. I don't have a better word to describe it. But other than that, to know her is to love her. And she's always willing to help and lend a hand. She's really intelligent, guys. So thank you. Thank you for that. So yeah, my name is Tracy Dad, like she just said. A little about me for those of you who don't know me on the line. I am based out of Los Angeles, California, and I am a mother. As you could see, here are my beautiful children. I have a son and a daughter, and I am in corporate America. I am also an entrepreneur. I am also an investor, among many, many other things, right? But I just want to tell my story really quickly that, I'm a first generation American. I'm sorry, I'm going to move out the sun here. I'm a first generation American. And so my parents came from the Fiji Islands really to pursue the American dream. And they raised us as such, right? The best that they knew of the American dream. And that was, go to school, get a good job, AKA career. And what made it a career, right? If you get paid time off, if you get paid holidays, if you have a 401k, and then if they offer life insurance, then you're really winning, right? So I really thought I had arrived, guys. I had totally thought I arrived. I remember making a good amount of money and driving cars fresh off the lot, the showroom floor. And I just thought I was doing the damn thing. Okay. And to most, it would seem that way. But I'll tell you what I didn't have. What I didn't have is time freedom. And initially, I didn't realize how important that was until one day I woke up, I blinked my eyes, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, my kids grew up and I missed it chasing and riding up that corporate ladder I missed it. And so I tell you that to say that you might be in a few different categories coming to learn about this trade today. You can either be A, pressed for money, and so you're here how to learn how to make some money, which is great. You could be okay money wise. You could be financially free to a certain extent, right? But you don't really have time, no time with your children, with your spouse, with your parents, or you just don't like having to ask people to take time off or go to the bathroom, right? And things like a job. Or you can be in kind of situation 3 is where you don't have time or money, in which case you really need to listen up, right? So today I want to share with you basically the skill and the trade that I use. And like she said, it's a strategy. I'm going to go ahead and have you stop sharing so I can share my screen. Here we go. So basically what I've done is I've been trading now for about 7 months, guys. And I got in and I really, really studied it. I'm a super analytical brain. And so I studied a few different people and their styles and how they do things. And what I did is kind of took a little bit from here and a little bit from here and a little bit from here and then made my own thing. And it's tried, tested, and proven. And so I just want to show you real quick, because a lot of times the misconception is that this is really hard, and it's really not. It's super easy. We literally get paid to draw. So just a brief introduction. Each of these candles is the equivalent of a price, right? And so what I'm showing you here it's called S&P 500. You might know it. Actually, I think it's called S&P 500 on the United States stock market, right? And so you can trade stocks here on the Forex market, which is what I do. So what this is this line here that keeps going up and down, and you can see it's kind of a red dotted line. It tells you the value of that stock. And so the value of that stock, as always, goes up, goes down, it does its thing, right? To indicate where it is, they use these candles, guys. And each of these candles, in this instance, took an hour to form, which is why we have the 1 hour here. So all I simply do, so simply do, is I come here and I grab a horizontal line. And what I'm going to do is place my horizontal line at the highest point that the candles reached. Now, I don't know if you can see, but right here in this left corner, this green candle, it was actually the highest. Let me see if I could pull this over for you. Well, that created a whole nother line. Un momento. Yeah. Okay. So is that a better view? Well, that went too far left. Okay, so let's scratch that line because I want you guys to be able to see. Sorry about that. And here, let's pull this over. I want you to be able to see. So if you look at all of these candles here, from right here to right here, the highest point it reached was right there. So all we're simply doing is, again, getting a horizontal line, placing it on the highest point, like so. What we're also going to do is get another line and put it on the lowest point. So again, you just kind of search left to right, do. And where is it? It's right there, because this line was the lowest point. There's nothing that's lower, right? Then there's this really awesome tool. We just get this tool, and you're just going to be amazed at how easy this is. Just wait. You get this tool, you click here, and you drag it up. Drag it up, let it go, And what it did, guys, is it drew these lines for me. Every time that the color kind of changes, it drew these lines for me. What I'm going to do is just go over and just make a little bit darker lines. So again, I'm just getting paid to color and draw lines. Like I literally do this with my 3-year-old. So we draw lines, and boom, we're ready to go. The last thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to change the 1 hour down to the 15 minutes. So when we draw on the 1 hour. When we look for our move, we are going to change to the 15-minute. And what happened in that instance is, instead of each candle representing a 1 hour time frame, now each candle represents a 15-minute time frame. Okay. So I want to talk about the lines really quick. All you're doing is waiting for a candle to break through the line above it or break through the line below it. Okay, so let's talk about what that looks like. This is really cool because this one is about to break below, like right in front of our eyes. This is current price of S&P, right? And it's going up, it's going down. Watch how it gets smaller, it gets bigger, it gets smaller, it gets bigger. In 7 minutes and 11 seconds, this timer is saying so, this candle is going to be done forming. And if it were to break below, which we'll see, we would take a sell. It's simple stuff, guys. Let's take a look at this. Let me pull this over. Still in drawing mode. Let's get out of drawing mode. Okay. So let's pull this over. So let's say here, when the candles were right here, let's pretend like all of this hadn't taken place. When they were right here, this candle went and broke above the ceiling. That means it broke through this line. Because it broke here, on the next candle, we would go in for a buy, meaning that we predict that it's going to continue in an upward motion. And look at just that. It did, right? Here, then this candle broke below. So now our candles are here. We're going to do what? We're going to wait for it to either break above to the next zone. It's basically zone to zone trading. Or we can wait for it to come down and break below. Well, look here. It broke below. We would go in for the sell on the very next candle. And look at that. It went down for a beautiful sell. And so what I need you to understand is in creating these lines, you've basically created what we like to call a ceiling and a floor. And when your candles are in the middle doing its thing, it's in consolidation. It's not going up or down. What you're waiting for is the candle to either break through the ceiling or break through the floor. So here we have ceiling, floor, and it kind of just repeats itself, right? Because then look at this. Here, the candles were here. They were just playing around, not really making a move. They didn't break through the ceiling. They didn't break through the floor. They tried it right there. Here, I'll make it bigger. They tried it right there, but they weren't really successful, right? Here, this candle made a strong move, broke through the floor. We know to get in for the sell, we could have sold it and taken it here. And just to tell you guys, honestly, we have this cute little ruler that tells you moves. And I just want you guys to know, at $1 a pip, this was about a $230 move. All within, remember, one candle is 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes. In an hour and 15 minutes, you could have made what some people don't make in an 8-hour day at work, guys. Not in an 8-hour day. So what I want to tell you is the other parts of the strategy that work really, really well is these little cute things down here called the indicators. These indicators here, if it's a strong red, it tells you it's a strong sell. So in the same way that we were right here and said, okay, well, it's a sell. My candle says it's a sell. Let me look down here to see if it's a sell. And it surely was. The strong red means it's a sell. The strong green means it's a buy, right? Here, if the purple line is under, it's a sell. If the purple line is over, it's a buy. And look how good this predicted it, guys, because here, when we were in a sell, strong red underneath. When we were in a buy, strong green over the top. And so this method really has 5 points of confirmation. I will not share that all with you today because honestly, to get all the sauce, you have to be in the inner circle. But I definitely want to come on here because Makisha asked me to show you how simple this could be. It's so simple. Don't be intimidated. You don't have to be a math whiz and you don't have to be really analytical. It's just looking at the candles to say, hey, did it break the line above? Great, I should buy once you do your 5-point confirmation. And hey, did the candle break the line below? Do your 5-point confirmation and cool, I should sell. That's it. Simple as knowing what you're looking at and then pressing a button. And I literally just showed you guys $230 in an hour and 15 minutes. Like, where do they do that at? And all you did for work was push a button saying sell. So I don't know, Makisha. I didn't want to give them too much, but let me know if you want anything else out of what I said.
Wow, wow, wow. I want y'all to drop some 333s in the chat. Just drop some 333s in the chat, right? Because I need some people to understand because they might not have heard it when you said it, right? They might not have heard it. So I'm just want you to read it one more time. So we used the tool to draw these lines, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then you were saying in an hour and 15 minutes, somebody could have made over $200, right?
That is correct.
And you telling me as well, when the candle breaks above the line, it could be a buy, right?
Yep.
Possibly. Or if it breaks below, it can be a sell.
Absolutely.
And the green mean buy, the red means sell.
That's it.
If that's not simple, and so I'm telling y'all, this stuff is simple, then I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the chat, but my man TJ said that he profited using this strategy. That's why I tell you, this strategy actually works.
Let's go, TJ.
Yes, yes. So thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing your wisdom with us. And like she said, if you're part of the inner circle, you'll definitely get to know all the different steps, right?
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
So what I want to do next, because everybody's like probably thinking, okay, like how did she really learn it though? Like, did she just was like, boom, I know Forex now, right? No, we all learn from something very credible. I'll make sure you can see my face here. There we go. We all learned from the same source, right? We found the credible academy, we found the proper mentors, we found the right community, and this is what you need. So I gave you the 5 steps earlier, things that you would need. And this right here, just screenshot this because this is how you can actually start learning this tonight, right? One thing you need is a certified educational platform. I'm about to show you that. You need daily live mentorship. I'm about to show you that. You need something that's going to allow you to earn while you learn. I'm going to show you an AI system. Now, we know AIs are smart, right? They smart. So imagine if you learning and then you have a system in place that's going to be able to help you earn while you're going through learning. Wow, where they do that at, right? Right here. Also, as well, you need a supportive community. So I'm gonna show you here. This is exactly where we learn from. And what it's called is the I Am Mastery Academy. This is where Tracy learned. This is where I learned from. The person that invited you here learned from because it's so phenomenal. What I like about this and why I chose this, because you have to choose your trainers properly, right? And I chose this academy is for one because it's simple, right? So how she broke down that simple strategy, this whole academy here is very simple. Where I can come back here and navigate. Anybody can come back here and navigate and learn from this academy. Plus, two, I'm a researcher. So, of course, I looked at the CEO and I see how he's actually helping the community and how he's always pouring everything into what he can to make it where people like you, people like me, people like my family can all come to this one platform and learn everything that they need to grow this powerful skill set. So, what I want to show you tonight is the academies, right? So, when you come in here, because I didn't tell you, once you come in here, right? You get an opportunity to have over 4 different streams of income, right? Because you're learning Forex, you're learning crypto, you can make it a business. Also, as well, you're learning binary. And then on top of that, we have e-commerce coming soon, which is drop shipping for all my people who love to drop ship. So when you get access here, which I can see, you have all access to all these academies, right? You got your resources because it's simple, right? You got to learn to trade Forex in English, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever your native language is, we have the academy in it for you. Also, as well, you come down, you got HFX, you got your cryptocurrency, everything that you need is right here. And all I did was click a button. It's amazing, right? So what I'm gonna show you tonight is the Forex Academy, right? Because it's everybody's favorite. A lot of people are here for the Forex Academy. Move this out the way so I can see you all. There we go. So you see right here, the very first thing it says is enroll, right? So all you would do is enroll, just click the button. Now you have access to the whole entire academy. Then next it gives you here is a handbook because you got to know what you're doing, right? Like I said, everything is laid out so simple. I'm telling you, I love it. So I want to show you this video, right? Don't worry, I'm not going to play the whole video. Just want to show you, I want to point out some things to you. So it's going to load here. And once it loads, you're going to see something phenomenal. Let me show you. I'm going to show you. So as it loads, there we go. Now, this very first video is what is Forex. So if you completely forgot exactly what I said Forex is, if I told you what the acronym was, you totally forgot, it's right here in this video as the first video. And what I want to point out, let me scroll, see, make sure you can see, right? There's no YouTube handle. What does that mean? That means that time and quality was put into these videos. We didn't just go grab some stuff off of YouTube and it's like, hey, here you go. No, all these videos here are designed specifically to help you just increase that learning curve, so you can get past that learning curve of learning to trade Forex in this whole academy. This academy is how you learn your terminology, all your basics of Forex right here. And the most powerful thing is that this whole academy will only take you 3 hours to go through. Now, I don't know about you, but I know for a fact I was watching an Amazon Prime movie earlier, and that was about 2 hours, right? And I can do that every day. And then plus two, I can scroll Facebook, right? I can scroll Instagram. But when we're doing that, we're not really making any or growing any money, are we? But imagine if you just take that same time and actually come back here and learn a skill set that's really going to change your finances. That's really going to show you how early when I show how money moves, right? In the Forex market, it's going to get your account moving like that. How phenomenal is that, right? So next thing I want to show you, because remember I said you have a credible source. Next thing you need to have is live mentorship, because you really can't do this. I mean, you probably can, right? But it's so much simpler and easier when you're able to do it with others. So what I want to show you is our live mentorship program. All right. And this is called Go Live. This is like our Netflix on steroids, right? Netflix just pumped up, right? So this right here is where we really get to it. Just think of this as like your YouTube, your Netflix, all that different stuff. But this pays you, right? This pays you. So these first ones here, I want you to take note. They're all different backgrounds, just look different. They're male and they're female, right? So it's all around the world. And plus two, this academy, although I'm looking in English, we do have it in other languages, which is amazing. So these first ones here are our top ones. So the first one here, you see Kimberly. She has over 101,000 views today. So what does that mean? Like when you're on YouTube, somebody has a lot of views, that means that video is really popular. On here, when somebody has a lot of views, that means that they made people money and keep making people money, which is amazing, right? So when you come down here, it's so simple. And you're gonna get access to this tonight. It says pick a channel, right? We have all the different channels here, just like your TV guide, but it's making you money. All right, so we're gonna look at Forex, which is FRX. So write that down. Anytime you see FRX, it just means Forex. So what's gonna come up here is like a TV guide screen, right? And what it has here is different days of the week. And this is not even everybody, right? This right here is different days. You got your 2 o'clock, got your 3 o'clock a.m. And this here is your live mentorship. These are people that are making the money that you want to make, right? And that's the only way they can be on here. They got to be making a certain amount to get on here to teach us. And you're learning from the best of the best. So that's like being in school, you're in college, your professor giving you this just major final exam. And then it's like, hey, you know what? Come sit next to me. I'm gonna show you exactly how to do each problem. That way, you're gonna pass the test with flying colors. How amazing would that be? It's amazing because it's right here in this academy, right? And like I said, it's all different backgrounds. Like this is one of my favorite things to watch on top of Netflix and Hulu. But of course, I come over here and make my money first, and then I go watch my Netflix and Hulu. So now you have the live mentorship. So I told you how the academy, that was one of them, right? Right, it's a credible source. Next, you have your live mentorship, which is this Go Live Academy. And then next, what I want to show you is something that's going to help you while you're going through the academy, right? While you're going through the live mentorship, something that's going to help you make your money now, right? We don't want to sit here and study all day. You want to make your money now. And that's what we have here is this AI system. So when you look at it here, normally it comes up, it looks like this, like foreign language. Like, I don't know what that is because you're new to Forex, don't worry. But that's what the academy is for. The academy is going to show you every single thing. So right here, all I want you to do is pay attention to is numbers. Yeah, these numbers I'm circling right here, these numbers. So as long as you can copy and paste, you can use this system. And this AI system scans all the Forex pairs in the market. And we got another AI system that scans all the cryptocurrency pairs in the market, right? We got so many different scanners that's going to help you that I'm telling you, like you have no choice but to make some type of income here. No guarantees, right? No guarantees. But as long as you can copy and paste, you can make money here. So one of the things I want to show you is it says entry. So if you can't see it, don't worry, because remember, this class comes with a 15-minute consultation. So you'll be able to get on live with one of us and we'll show you it live. So the entry here just telling you, hey, Keisha, I want you to get into the markets now. And all I got to do is copy these numbers, right? And then what I need to know is, okay, how much money can I make? So then it gives me this TP1, TP2, and TP3, which simply means take profit or get your money. So take profit one is like, hey, okay, you good, you in profit. Okay, you can get out if you want to. TP2 is like, oh, you know what? You can get a little more money, a little more money, right? Then TP3 is like, oh, you're going for it all. You can get a ton more money. That's all that means, right? So it's telling you these numbers to copy into that MetaTrader 4 app, and then you walk away. But we're missing one thing because on those 5 tips, I mentioned risk management. And that's one thing that we practice here because that's how I lost a lot of money learned from YouTube because I didn't understand risk management. So right here at the very top is this thing called stop. And in the Forex market, we call it the stop loss. So what this simply means is I'm just going to copy these numbers. Remember, all these numbers are being copied, but so that you'll know what it means. This stop is if I put $10 into a trade, I was like, I'm not willing to risk no more than $2. It's going to stop me out. So even if I was in for a buy and it went for, start to go backwards, and I was like, oh, I don't lose more than $2, that stop is going to automatically take me out the trade. So I don't have to sit and watch the charts and be like, oh my God, I hope it gets it. No, once I plug these numbers into the MetaTrader 4 app, I could just walk away, go on and do what I was doing, play with my nieces, play with my nephews, whatever I'm doing, and just go about my day. And it's either going to close out in profit or it's going to close out in a small loss. Either way, it's going to do it all by itself. And all you had to do was copy these numbers, which is so amazing. So the next thing I normally get, people normally ask, right? Also, too, is a supportive community. So as you can see here, you got Tracy, you got me, you got a whole community of people that's on the line. So not only you have the academy, you have a live mentorship, you have the AI system, but you get a supportive community. Because like I said, you can't do this alone. It's so much better when you do this in a community setting. So if you had a question, you don't have to really wait too long because we have a whole community of people that's going to reach out and assist you as well. So it's so, like I said, I love this whole community here. But the next question, I know you're already asking, I already know, I know, is how exactly do you get started, right? So I'm going to bring Tracy back on the line because, like I said, she's analytical, right? So she knows the numbers. She knows how to break these numbers down so simple for you. You're like, it makes sense, right? Because we got it. It's teamwork, right? So Tracy, are you still there?
I am. Wow. Yes, you guys. If I can I get so excited every time I hear about the school because literally it's where I learned what I'm doing. I'm not even joking. When I said that I took a little from here and a little from here and a little from here, it was all within that academy. This is no self-research. This is not, oh, I'm self-taught. No, I just followed the people who make millions off of this school and was like, ooh, what if I did this? What if I did this? And then did it. So thank you for that, Makisha. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So now let's talk about pricing for the school because let's just start with that. This is an investment, okay? A lot of you are used to paying for school anyways. You likely went to college, or maybe if you've tried this on your own, because I know we have all levels of people watching this, you might have tried to go through the YouTube rabbit hole and got stuck because they didn't put it in order so nicely. These academy videos, honestly, are just put in order to give you a little at a time so that it makes sense. So maybe you've tried the YouTube rabbit hole, maybe you've tried a private consultation with trading or whatever you've done, right? This is the truth, you guys. The amount of value that you're going to get, this is school like none other. So you get the Forex Academy, which is what? The 3 hours of video content, which is the academy portion. You get that beautiful harmonic scanner, which is the artificial intelligence program that's 87% accurate, right? And we know robots are getting ready to run the world, so they certainly know what they're doing, right? And then you get the Go Live, which is like the Netflix on steroid, like the TV that pays you with over 100 educators. It has a one-time enrollment fee of $234.95. And then thereafter, 28 days after, your tuition for the school is $174.95. So let's talk about that for a second. This is no different, you guys, than you going to 24-hour fitness to get a gym membership. When you start, there's an enrollment. That's an enrollment to even get your foot in the door. And then what? There's a monthly fee if you want for those services to keep being offered. If you want to still use their equipment, you want to use their lockers, you want to use their water fountains, you want to come to their classes. This is no different. there is a monthly fee to keep continuing to use the artificial intelligence program, to use our Netflix on steroid, to use the Academy videos. So this is no different. I want to point out that there's no obligation. So it's not like a contract where, college was, or you had to stay in for a certain amount of time. I definitely want to point that out as well. However, this is the pricing for just the Forex Academy, which is cool. It's cute, right? But what I have personally is I have something called the Elite package. I want to put you guys up on this one because for me, this one, you're getting way more bang for your buck, you guys, okay? So in this one, you get the Forex Academy, which is valued at $235. You also get the High Frequency Forex Academy, otherwise known as Binary Options, which is also valued at $235. You get the Digital Currency Academy, which is totally the way of the world. If you don't know, turn on the news, right? Which is also valued at $235. So you get 3 academies on top of multiple products, right? Each of these products are valued anywhere from $20 to $50, you guys. And these are all the products that spit out trade ideas to your phone so you can copy and paste and earn while you learn. If you were to total that up, you guys, it'd be close to $1,000. But the enrollment is only $325. You get 3 academies and multiple strategies to copy and paste from for $325, and then monthly tuition is $274. So the amount of value you get in the Elite is by far blowing the Forex package out of the window. Now, I know everyone's on a different, situation when it comes to financials and things of that nature. And of course, we can't make promises about earning potential. But and Makisha might punch me later for this, but I don't have a problem telling you that there is usually most days, where I make enough to pay this monthly tuition back in one day, you guys. In one day. So whether you want to pay back your tuition from the trading money that you're gonna get, because you're gonna get, I'm already speaking it into existence, or there's another way as well. Let's say you pay your enrollment fee and then you're like, okay, but I'm not down with this paying month to month for the tuition. What you can actually do is, the school is so phenomenal that what they do is they send you a referral link. And how that referral link could be used is if you were to give somebody the referral link and then they sign up for the school and the education as well, you get 2 people to join like your virtual classroom, so to speak. And now your monthly tuition is waived, you guys, waived. So I'm going to stop it right there because I know that some people just heard that and said, oh, I knew it was one of those things. They're going to want us to tell people. Okay, slow it down, Turbo. Let's talk about this. When Uber sends you a coupon and says, you'll get $5 off your next ride if you share this referral link, I bet you text your friends that referral link. And when you order your groceries at Instacart and they say, oh, $10 off your next groceries if you refer 2 customers, you surely share that. So to make $5 and $10 discounts off of your next whatever, fill in the blank, you don't have a problem doing that. But here you could save hundreds of dollars a month, but now you're triggered. Now you're like, oh, they want me to tell people. No, that's not what I said. I didn't say I want you to tell people. I said, if you have a problem paying your monthly tuition, here's how you could come to school for free. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if my college would have been like, oh, Tracy, here's a way that not only to get a scholarship or grants, but you can actually go to school for free, I would have took up on that referral code real quick. I'd have been signing up my mom, my dad, everybody. So again, 2 ways to get rid of the tuition. 1, send your referral link to 2 people and they sign up for the school and you're good to go. Or 2, like I said, you're going to make it back from trading, guys. Okay. So I want to talk to the people out here because usually there's 3 kinds of people on this call. There's person number 1 who the minute that you heard me say, you know what, I don't have time freedom. I'm like her. Or you know what? I could use a lot more money. I'm like her, right? And you were with it. You were with it. And if you are that person, then I am so happy for you. And we would love to invite you into our community. And then, of course, I would love to teach you the secret sauce that I'm not going to give here publicly. And so we will see you soon. And then there's person B. Person B is like, skeptical. I don't know. I have questions. I just don't know. And I kind of feel mixed emotions about that, to be quite honest. It's cool to have questions because at least you were paying attention. But also, it's like, what is your question? Because we literally just told you everything. We literally just broke it down. So I'm kind of questioning your questions, right? So just get with yourself on that, or get back to the person who invited you to this call, and then they can answer your questions. And then, like Makisha said, you do have a free consultation with myself or Makisha or both. I'm not certain, but would love to answer your questions as well. Person C is like, I'm so triggered. This is a scam. I've heard of this before. And I will just tell you, person C, ooh, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get in touch with yourself, because honestly, what you feel about people is a reflection of yourself, baby. And so if you feel like someone just broke your trust, or maybe you broke someone's trust and now you don't trust people, I don't know, but I can tell you this is legit. This school is in multiple countries. There's over 100,000 students, which is why they're like, hey, if you refer to people, why? Because they don't need to pay for marketing, because then you just became their marketer. It only makes sense. There's several companies who would rather have word of mouth, real people tell people, instead of paying however much to make commercials. We live in the digital age, guys. And if you're going to continue to be skeptical or think everything's a scam, then that's cool, because we'll still be here. Forex will still be here. Myself and Makisha will still be here. Whoever invited you to this call will still be here. And when you wake up and have that epiphany to say, oh my God, maybe that was a good idea, or when you see digital currency as the new wave and you didn't catch on, we'll still be here and we'll welcome you with open arms. So, with that said, that is my time. Thank you so much, Makisha, for inviting me to this call. And I certainly hope I gave your people some value.
Yes, you know you did, Trace. Like you already know that you did. Like just drop some 444s in the chat if you know that Tracy definitely did come with what you were looking for, right? Because I mean, I just want to say thank you again, Trace. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, she gave it just to give a quick recap, right? It might be the military, so I got to give you a quick recap right before we close it out. But one of the things we talked about is how we trade on the market, which is using that MT4. So make sure you download that. I told you as well that you need something that's beginner friendly. Tracy showed you a strategy at the beginning of this that's so simple, so simple. Like she didn't even mention it, but her son actually trades Forex, right? I told my nephews trade Forex, right? So that's how simple this stuff is. That's how simple you want it to be. Like I said, we gave you a proven strategy. I showed you as well a credible source, which is that I Am Master Academy, right? That's where you're going to learn everything from. That's what all that terminology. If you have questions, everything's in that academy, which is phenomenal. Also, as well, you get that AI system that we mentioned. You get the live mentorship. You get a supporter community, and you get a skill set that no one can ever take from you. So once you learn this, you get to go with this forever. And the only thing that you really need, right, is of course, the finances to pay for your tuition, but also too a cell phone and Wi-Fi. How simple is that, right? So does anybody have any questions, right? If you have any questions, you can type them in the chat, or you can come off mute and let us know. But also as well too, remember you do get, like she mentioned, free 15 minutes consultation. So whoever invites you to this call, just make sure you get back with them, and then they'll get on the line with you, myself, or Tracy, and we'll knock out all your questions. But everything we mentioned here tonight, you will get access to tonight. So you don't want to miss out on that. And once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, those of you who came onto the call. And we wish each one of you an awesome day. And those just coming to the community tonight, welcome to Forex Vibes. And we'll see you all on the next training.